Welcome back to Software Engineering Fundamentals, the Using Git series. This video is going to be a short one on just how to share your changes with other members of your team. So the obvious way to do that would be to email your source code or put it on a file sharing service, but we know that's a bad idea. So we use Git instead. But how do we actually get it to using Git, how do we actually get it to the other members of our team? And that's what the push command is all about. But before I show you the push command, when should we do this? So the question is, when should we do a push? Well, my answer is every time you complete a small coding unit, it compiles, but also it does not break things. So it won't cause bugs or trouble for everyone else in the team. So in the last video, we committed to our local repository and bugs were allowed. Bugs are fine because it only affects yourself. But this time, if you have a bug in your system that is going to affect the whole system, you're going to annoy all your team members by pushing that out. So you make sure that it's not going to have any bad effects, and perhaps you should run tests. If you've got tests, a whole lot of test cases, make sure it runs and nothing breaks before you push it out. All right, so let's have a look at our picture. So we are, last video we were over here, this secondary guy who cloned, so I'm still using this guy. So we did some changes in the last video and we committed them to our local repository, which I illustrated here. So now what we want to do is just push that commit that's in our local repository up to the cloud. It's pretty as simple as that. All right, so here's where we left off last week. So our changes were ni hao and shi jie for the Mandarin words of hello and world. And that was committed. Now what we want to do is commit. And the way we do that is we can just click on our project in the left-hand menu bar and then right-click and do a push. So this will push the branch master. When you switch branches, you can push different branches. So we're going to, we can either, this one would be selective as to which branch we want to push. Well, I'll talk about branches in another video. What we want to do is just push to upstream. Takes a bit of time. So this is the commit, the local commit. So as I promised in the last video, this is we could do a push to have a look at our local commits. So what's it say? It was committed by RMIT on today at 13:52. Yep. So that's the very recent one, and so it looks like it's already pushed it. We'll just check that out. We'll close that and we'll have a look. All right, so we'll go back to our GitHub and see what we have in translator, just as a quick check. And there we have it. We have ni hao and shi jie. So it's been pushed immediately without any dialogues, without any confirmation dialogues to the GitHub repository. And just to double confirm that, let's have a look at our commits. We should be able to get a list of commits in GitHub. Here, 3 commits. And the last one was added Mandarin words. There you go. So that was our local commit. Now we've pushed it to GitHub. And it says 14 minutes ago because the commit is dated according to when we committed to our local repository, not the date of when we pushed it. All right. All right, I think that's all I wanted to say about pushing. I'll just reiterate that it's very important that we push as frequently as we can, as long as your code is more or less complete and is not going to break anything that anyone else is going to do. All right. I'll see you next time.